Hello everyone, this is Evangelos Knight, and I'm happy to report that I've got a new phone. Not. The reason why I'm saying the word not after it is because it's not a new phone, and in two ways. And the other reason is because, well, it's kind of worse, I guess I can say. And it's not. Actually, no, that's not the other reason. The other reason is that it's not a new phone. It's not going to replace my phone that I am using. It's just there for the moment. Because my old phone kept dying and it doesn't charge that very well. I should say, it doesn't charge very well. I keep getting grammar errors. Anyway, I'm not going to record this for the third time, so let's just move on. Okay, I'm recording it. I'm recording this video on that phone, and you just heard me get a low battery alert. Great! No worries, though. Anyway, so firstly, let me just say what this is. This is an iPhone 5. It's not an iPhone 5S, and it was my dad's iPhone 5 that he used, I don't know when he did, but he did, occasionally. And he gave it to me, and I gave him the one that I had, but I don't know where it is. It's supposed to be, still here somewhere, because he didn't take it yet, but he did, I don't know if he put his SIM card in it, but we put the SIM card of my old phone into this one, and it works quite good. So, yeah, I got to set everything up and rearrange all the folders, and there was 8 pages of apps on the home screen when I started using it, which was kind of weird. Imagine having a lot of pages to scroll through every single time you want to find an app. He didn't use Siri that often either, so he disabled it when the screen is locked. It was a little weird. Anyway, I have everything set up now, except for most of the apps. I don't have too many apps installed, just the ones that I need, like YouTube and Facebook, no Twitter either, and Skype, and all the other stuff. And talking about Twitter, let me just get a little sidetracked here. My Windows 8 computer refuses to update the cube, which means that I'll never get new tweets again, because it just doesn't work. So what's going on is that I have no idea why, but it's got no connections to Twitter at all, and it says, please wait while an access token is retrieved. And it doesn't even open the web browser, even if I make a new session and delete my current one. Nope, it doesn't. It just sits there, and it doesn't do anything, so that means I can only use the cube with the other computer, and if that fails, I'm completely screwed. Because, for another thing, on the Twitter iPhone app, I cannot make it so that I get notifications for every single tweet I get. I know that I'm going to get a lot of tweets constantly, at least one every half an hour, but whatever. Anyway, let's go back into the phone subject. Unfortunately, I have to say goodbye to Alex, because he cannot be used on the iPhone 5 and 5C. So, yeah, I gotta do that, but it's not one of the worst things ever. I can live with Karen, and, actually, I want to live with Karen, because sometimes Alex is too quiet. when there's loud music playing in the background and I don't want to turn it off because it's good, and I want to hear voiceover at the same time, it doesn't really fade the music out too much. Anyway, I know I'm saying that word a lot. So, another thing that I want to mention is that we swapped cases. I don't know what he has on. He probably has my completely damaged screen. Oh, wait, no, he has the protector. He has the screen protector on as well, which I used, which is kind of cool, because, you know, it kind of looks like a phone that doesn't have a scratch screen. But believe me, if I were to take that off, I can practically get my home button out of the phone whenever I wanted. That's not a good thing per se, but it's possible, and I don't want to do it. But I have no idea why and or how. I mean, I have no idea how I can still get Touch ID to work with that very loose home button. And it's so satisfying to actually hear the buttons click. Like the mute switch. It clicks. I don't know if you can hear it, but click. It clicks. My other phone, it didn't click at all. It was like more like being raised and lowered with no sound. It still vibrated, yes, which it doesn't do because I'm recording the video, but whatever. And, so by getting back to the case, I got my micro USB and wireless charging thing case on it, but I never used a wireless charger anyway. And just because I have that case on, I know I said this before, actually no, I didn't say it, but I can't plug in headphones into my phone anymore, except for the ones that you can extend that metal thing that plugs in, and that barely works either. And what else can I say? Really nothing. All I can say is I'll improve my apps, I'll download all the apps I need, and I'll probably ask where my 5S is, and then I will be able to get the apps that I don't have installed on my Apple ID currently, which is just there, because I used to have two Apple IDs, one for the Hungarian Apple iTunes Store, and one for the US one, which I pay things on. And one last thing about the speed of this thing. I like it. It's not the slowest thing in the world, no. It's not as slow as my iPad mini, which is kind of slow, I guess. And I would never want to have an iPhone 4S, believe me. I know that it might be kind of interesting to know how that was like with a 3.5-inch screen instead of a 4-inch one, and to have all the different connectors, like in different places, I should say, and no lightning dock or lightning whatever that is. But of course I don't use the lightning anyway. Let's just end this video right now with the saying that this works completely fine. At the lock screen, it's completely, it's good. I can actually know when I'm unlocking the screen because of the definite click of the buttons, which is good. And just to tell you, this screen is not cracked at all, but it doesn't have a screen protector. The same way as I got my phone, but that phone, I mean, when I first used it in that first 2 weeks before I cracked it, it didn't have a pretty good case. But this thing is not supposed to protect it. It has the volume, the mute, and the lock buttons completely uncovered. Okay, let's just go sidetracked even more. I know I'm doing this a lot. Okay, so the history of cases I had on my phone. I had 4 cases. One of them, the first one, was the one that shipped with the thing. It had the Apple logo on the back, and it was kind of like a leather texture, and the lock button and the volume buttons were completely covered, which was good because I wanted to do that, and the headphone and everything was good. And the mute switch was not uncovered. Was not covered because that would be really weird. Next came another case, which was a little more. It was a little better. And to top that off, I put a bunch of really sticky. I have no idea how to call this. Something that sticks to anything, and we cut a little piece of that, and it worked as a screen protector. Kind of cool. I don't know if it would work in water though, because it said it would, but I never tried. Anyway, this also had the volume buttons and the lock button completely covered, and even the headphone jack and everything. The same way as the other one, it was just a little more powerful and made of plastic. And then there was the one that had weird rubbery textured circles on the back of it, which had the speaker and the charger and everything completely uncovered, and the volume buttons. I'm recording a video. And the lock button as well, but not the volume buttons, which was good. But it was a little weird because you could damage those little circles on the back, and it was not the best. And then finally we have this one, which is a very much welcome advancement to my cases, because it covers the headphone jack in such a way that you can never plug in headphones into it unless you make the cord longer. You've got your speaker and your microphone covered up, of course, and you've got your micro USB port instead of your Lightning one, and you've got connections to the wireless charging dock. And what else? The volume buttons and the lock button and the top of the phone is not uncovered. Is not covered, I should say. Sorry for that. And yeah, that's all it is, actually. Okay, this video is going very long for an introduction to another phone, but I just wanted to say all the stuff I wanted. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I really want to make a video next about Trupenum 1.5 and 1.6 a month later, coming up on Thursday. And also, I'm not going to be doing the Do Nothing Challenge. I haven't done it in days, but I don't want to because it's just a waste of time, frankly. Quite frankly, it's really, no one plays it. There's no one to compete with. And, well, if I would have company, it would be better. But, of course, everyone gets pissed off at me beating their scores, and that's not how it's supposed to be. Well, that's what the people are like. Anyway, let's just end this video right now. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.